Imagine dedicating your entire adult life to a family, sacrificing comfort, distance, and even your own happiness, only to discover that everything you believed in was built on lies. This is the devastating reality that Mr. Chen faced, a life turned upside down by betrayal so deep it cuts to the core. 16 years of marriage, 3 daughters raised as his own, endless days of working away from home to provide for the family, and none of it mattered. The shock of discovering that none of his daughters were biologically his is unimaginable. The pain, the confusion, the anger, it is a storm no parent should ever have to face. But the story is not only about betrayal, it is about human resilience in the face of unimaginable emotional trauma. Chen's devotion to his family, despite the miles and years separating them, shows a depth of character few possess. He didn't abandon his wife when small cracks appeared. He tried to protect, to guide, to maintain stability for his children. Yet his trust was shattered by deception that had been silently growing. The moment he discovered his wife in a hotel with another man is cinematic in its intensity. Picture the tension, a man who has worked tirelessly for 16 years, finally confronting the woman he trusted most, only to find himself humiliated, enraged, and utterly powerless. And still, he tried to forgive for his daughter's sake, for what he had believed in. Then comes the ultimate emotional blow, the DNA results confirming his worst fears. Each daughter he had cherished, nurtured, loved as his own, was not biologically his. It is a betrayal layered with psychological torment, a gut-wrenching reminder that love, no matter how pure, can be manipulated and used against you. Chen's attempts to seek justice and answers reveal the impossible moral complexity of this story. Even confronting his wife's family led to legal troubles, detention, and further frustration. Every step to reclaim truth felt like wading through quicksand, each action bringing more emotional pain. The danger escalates further with the wife and her lover's attack on his father's home, a moment that turns heartbreak into terror. Chen must save his father from a life-threatening situation, all while processing the devastation of his family's betrayal. This shows not only his courage, but the unbearable weight of responsibility that betrayal can impose on a person. What makes this story truly tragic is the moral inversion. The wife believes she has done nothing wrong, dismissing blood and loyalty as irrelevant, while Chen, the wronged party, bears the emotional and legal burden of her actions. It is a psychological minefield of anger, betrayal, love, and despair, an emotional roller coaster for both Chen and the audience witnessing his struggle. And yet, even in despair, there is resilience. Chen continues to care for the daughters he raised, fulfilling the role of a father despite the immense personal betrayal. But the sense of heartbreak and ultimate disillusionment, the children's resentment, the mother's unrepentant cruelty, leaves a lingering, haunting lesson. Love alone cannot shield you from deceit. Trust can be shattered, and sometimes the people you give your life to may be the very ones who betray you. This story is a masterclass in human emotion. It speaks of love, sacrifice, betrayal, and the relentless pursuit of truth. It compels the audience to confront uncomfortable questions. How far would you go for family? What would you do if those you raised turned against you? And at what point does devotion become tragedy? Chen's journey is heartbreaking, suspenseful, and deeply emotional. It reminds us that even in the most ordinary lives, extraordinary deception can lurk beneath the surface, waiting to change everything. It is a story of endurance, despair, and the bitter truth that not all love is reciprocal and not all family ties are what they seem. Through his pain, we witness resilience. Through his heartbreak, we feel empathy. And through his confrontation with ultimate betrayal, we see the harsh truth. Life can be cruel, but the human spirit's endurance is what makes stories like this unforgettable.